this is Megan with You Go To Be Kidding. I am out here. The winter slows down a bunch, so we don't have any major projects going on except the kitchen. We're still working away on that. But the animals are kind of doing the same old, same old. We are trying to make sure that all of the goats are bred and waiting for 5 months for them. We are hoping that the sheep are. They definitely seem like they're bred. I'll show you some video of them and you can kind of see on their bellies, but we just never know. And then I'm out here with River because the one continuing job is that we have got to do a good job training her, and if we don't, she's going to turn into a bad dog. So far she's done a really good job, but she's definitely a puppy. So I have her in with a chicken right now on a leash, and I'm just trying to correct her, and she's doing a lot better. She has a long way to go. I definitely couldn't trust her with the chicken, but I don't think she's trying to hurt it. I think she's wanting to play with it. So anyway, that's what we're up to today. We're just kind of checking in on everybody, checking out the chickens, hanging out with them, and taking care of everybody else too. See, so she's not ignoring the chicken, which is what I want her to do. I want her to just totally ignore the chicken. But she's not as intent as she used to be. She used to focus on it and, you know, kind of just be very intense about it. So she's less intense, but not ignoring. Yep, and see, she still goes. So I just correct her when she goes after the chicken. And again, like, see, then it can be closer. And she didn't do anything, but sit. I have her sit down. Good. And just practice ignoring the chicken. Oh, and then the silly chicken gets awfully close, then she wants to get down. Shh, no. See? Oh, no. No. So obviously she cannot be trusted. I'm not really sure how else to practice. I think it just takes time. So we're learning right along with her, but we're trying to keep her out of trouble, so she learns what I don't want her to do, and hopefully she'll get better. Yeah, this would have been much easier if she had been a puppy, or if we had started doing this close of interactions when she was much younger. We just kind of thought that when she was out protecting the chicken boxes that would be good enough, and I didn't really think about it. But hindsight is always 20/20. So if you get a livestock puppy, make sure you put it with chickens when it's really, really little, and you can correct them and tell them no. She's so big, obviously she could hurt that chicken with one little snap, but she'll get there. We'll figure it out. So we're out here with the sheep. That's Spots, so it's looking at her, it's her left side, but the right side is where you can tell if they're pregnant. So she's getting a nice little bump going. And Luna here, let's see if I can go around. Oh, they do not like the dog. Hello, Sean. Luna's got some belly too. And we've got Sean. Can you say hi? And this is our lamb, Lambert. We're supposed to process him pretty soon, but I don't know. Sean is sticking to me like glue. I think the dog actually helps keep him away from me, though. Yeah, so this is Lambert. You can see he is extra small. We think that he probably had coccidia as a lamb, and that's really affected his growth. So we are due to process him this winter, but we're kind of torn on what to do. And so far we've actually had plenty of grass for the sheep, so we haven't been feeding them too much hay. So it's a matter of whether we want to process him small or if we want to feed him through the winter and, I don't know, maybe just let him keep growing. So we're not sure what to do, but we will want to make the decision while it's still cold. We don't want to process while it's too warm outside. So that's kind of where we are. We're not sure what exactly we'll do with him. I've got River in here with me. She's actually somewhat scared of the sheep. and they headbutt her when she's crazy. So, I mean, I don't blame her for being afraid of them. And they usually chill out when she calms down. So, she's kind of come to terms with Sean. He doesn't hit her. And she kind of keeps him away from me. So, it kind of works out. Hi, buddy. Hello, ladies. Hello, doggy. She just looks for poop. He's definitely on edge about her, though. Oh, and then we always have our little visitor. Kitty always comes to visit us. So we're down here with the goats. The goats are in the barn pasture. They have about half of it. I had been blocking them out of a section, and so now I've just blocked them into this other half where they have access to the barn itself. And there's little Cedar. She seems to be in heat today. So alrighty, so we've got Cedar. She definitely seems to be in heat. Foxy over here. All the goats are in the barn pasture, but the boys are back here behind. But Foxy, our weather, kind of helps us know when the girls go into heat, because he gets really interested in them. She's flagging her tail, and there's some discharge and stuff. But so we have her back here. We're going to make sure she gets bred. And then I think she's definitely old enough at this point. She's almost 9 months old, and then 5 more months of being pregnant. So I'm really glad that she was not already pregnant on accident. And I think she is plenty old enough and big enough to get pregnant now. So that's what we're going to do real quick. Should go pretty quick. Alrighty, so it really just takes like a second, which is kind of funny, but all done. So she stood for him. That's obviously a sign if she was not in heat, she would not stand there for him. So
Mom, she's dripping.
Yeah, it's okay. So they make these funny sounds at each other. He actually isn't making many sounds, but he's like smacking his lips at her, and animals are funny. But he did his job, and so hopefully in 5 months we'll have some babies. We're out here working on some basic obedience with River. I've got a long lead. I've got her tied up to a post here so I can walk around her. I've been working just on the command come. I taught it to her when she was younger, but she selectively chooses to ignore me. So I've got a pocket full of treats. I've been walking around. We're up here by the road, so the cars provide a pretty good distraction, and just trying to get repetitions in. Trying to make sure she turns into a good dog. Hi, River. Yeah, we've got lots to work on. Alrighty, well, it is time to put River back to bed and evening chores. It gets dark so early here, but yeah, I have to be honest. It's been really fun having River. It's been a long time since our family's had a dog. It's been really good, but she's a lot of work, and I have to admit, sometimes it is very frustrating, and sometimes it is really fun, and she's awesome. So, yeah, I don't want to discourage you from getting a dog, but they're definitely not a put them out in the field and see how it goes type animal. So if you want them to respect your animals and your land, and hopefully us, then it's definitely a lot of work. So we're just trying to be really intentional about making sure we get out here with her. It's winter. There's not a ton to do with the other animals, so it's a good time to come out here with her. Hello, girl. And I know that as a livestock guardian dog, she's not going to be super great about, coming her basic commands, but I know it's really important to work on those, especially recall. So if she gets herself in trouble, I can get her to come back to me. So we're working on it. A lot of it is my own inexperience as well, but she's a good girl, and it's really cool seeing the kids with her. She's gotten really good with them. She used to kind of nip at them, puppy nip, and she's been doing a lot better. She does it on occasion, but not very often. So, well, that's what we've got for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.